Sudan, very important, and on your file, as it were. The US Secretary of State Antony Blinken spoke to Sudan's foreign minister on Wednesday to discuss American options for Sudan. Now, I interviewed the foreign minister earlier this week, and she pointedly told me she expects international intervention. What more do you believe can be done by the US and other countries involved in Sudan's push to or for democracy? And do you support the temporary halt on aid, $700 million of aid, which will be swinging to an already destroyed economy in Sudan?
Well, and this is an issue, I think, where both Republicans and Democrats in the Congress come together. My office had a briefing in the Situation Room on this yesterday. I think I'm completely supportive of the administration's efforts and also the international community on this. We had Bashir for 30 years. And, remember the genocide in Darfur and, the loss of life and how horrible that was. We finally had a governance that was a shared military civilian-led government. Unfortunately, the military side has decided to launch a coup and take over the entire government. That's not what the people of Sudan want. They want a democracy. They want freedom. So now we have a military dictatorship at odds with the people of Sudan. To your question, I completely support the idea of withholding this aid, because that's the only leverage we're going to have on this military dictatorship in Sudan. And both, France holds $4 billion in sovereign debt. We hold $3 billion, and there is $450 million from Germany on hold as well. This is where I think the international community is coming together, because whether it's the crisis in Ethiopia with the Tigray population, what's happening there, to what's happening in Sudan, and of course you have the Suez Canal right there, which is a very strategic military point.
We know that Iran has said it will resume nuclear talks by the end of November. I just wanted to get your assessment on that. And also, sir, the US needs ambassadors around the world to be effective with its foreign file. Two Senate Republicans, as I understand it at the moment, are blocking dozens of President Biden's ambassador nominations. I mean, not least does this reek of partisanship, but how do you feel about the fact that there are so many positions at present not filled, when there is still such a very busy agenda as far as state is concerned?
I agree with you. I think the government needs to go forward. Ambassadors are critically important. If you have a hold on an ambassador for a very good reason, that's fine. But you don't just, basically across the board hold up all of these positions. I talked to Senator Menendez and Senator Risch. They're both the chair and rankers on the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. They're very concerned about the fact that these positions are being held up. I don't think it's sort of counterproductive, right? I think the constructive way forward is to let's appoint confirm these ambassadors. If you have a serious opposition to it, fine. But if you're just holding it up to hold it up for political purposes, I think that's very destructive, not constructive. And right now, the United States really needs to lead. We have a lot of problems in the world.
With that, we're going to leave it there. We thank you very much indeed for joining us today. Important times, G20 this weekend, COP26 next week. Iran talking about coming back to the negotiating table back end of November on the JCPOA talks. You've talked to us about Sudan. It is a very, very busy time at present. Thank you so much.